That's a momentum changer possibly there, Phil, on a blown call by the officials.
You know, the thing is sometimes, oddly enough, sometimes Newark thrives off of things like that. These players,
That's right.
that's what gets them energized. Sometimes other things don't get them energized, and things like that do.
Let's rewind that tape.
Yeah. The Rocket fans are happy about the call, I'm sure. Norseman fans aren't. Trying to get my buddy from Burlington-Central. We've been talking for the whole tournament. Willie has it, gives it into Jack. Jack missed Schmitty, but it would have been a risky pass. We've got 8 minutes left of basketball. Willie has it in the corner, drives by himself, loops in, no good, and Evan with a putback.
Great follow by Evan. Stick with the basketball and get that offensive rebound and put it back in the basket.
46-45 in favor of the Norsemen. Norsemen come out man-to-man. We're ending with the same people are in. Starters, except for Stevie's on the bench, and then Dylan's in for Cameron right now. I'm sure Cameron will be back out here. We're in man-to-man. Oh, Schmitty with a great deflection. Nice hustle play by Schomer to save it, and it's still in play. Fitzgerald has it. He drives, looking for the shot, nothing doing. Underneath, Schmitty nearly gets another steal. Three-point attempt for the Rockets. No good. Climbed over Willie's back, and Willie will be shooting one in the possible bonus.
That's right.
For the
Norsemen
remainder
are in
of the
the
game.
bonus. Great position by Willie underneath to seal his man. He had no choice but to jump over his back for that one.
Yeah, Willie gained perfect position on the weak side. So when the ball is being shot, he was on the opposite side. That's called the weak side. And he was able to secure it. And now he'll be at the line shooting one in the possible bonus. First one is up. Rims. Oh, I don't know how that went in.
Wow.
That had a vacuum sucking it in. Norseman up 47-45, 7:12 remaining in the game. Willie set to make a second shot. There's crows coming out from the crowd. Second shot is good. 48-45 in favor of the Norsemen. Tied their highest lead of the game. Dylan nearly gets a turnover. Nothing doing. Here come the Rockets. Norseman playing tough defense. Drives in, scoops it up, and that hung.
Wow, that's
and
a great
fell
shot.
in. 48-47 in favor of the Norsemen. Dylan bringing the ball up, no pressure at all. Dylan has it, hands it off to Schmitty. Schmitty on the far wing. Don't want to get it in the corner there. Schmitty dribbles, he's being counted. No count anymore. Schmitty has it, gives it off to Evan. Evan in the corner, got to get out of that corner. Skip pass to Dylan. Dylan will shoot that three wide open. Off the front iron, no good. He's got to shoot that, though.
Short.
Here come the Rockets. They could take the lead. Oh, he almost twisted his ankle there. And Willie picks the pocket, goes all the way down full court, and they have to foul him. He'll be going to the line shooting one and possible bonus again. Nice steal by Willie with going off of his own man and picks the pocket of the guy.
It's great help defense. He saw the crossover dribble and saw an opportunity to knock the ball away. Tipped it away right at the half-court line and took it down.
Cameron comes in the game, gives Schmitty a breather. Willie hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Norseman up 49-47, 6:23 remaining in the game. Willie set for his second shot. Shot is up and good. He's perfect from the line, I believe. 50-47, again a three-point lead. Dylan D'ing up. Norsemen only have committed 3 fouls so far. Here come the Rockets. They get it to the wing. 3-point attempt from the corner. Rimming. No over the back call. Rockets regain it. Dylan dives on the floor.
That should
Loose
be
ball.
black ball.
And it's Newark ball. And that's because of Dylan Patrick's hustle diving. Great job by Dylan diving there to get that deflection. Knocked it right off the guy. 6:06 remaining. Sorry, Matt.
No, Phil, that's all right. I was going to say Newark has really stepped it up on the defensive end here in the second half.
Dylan Patrick, one-on-one, spin move. Has a guy, loses it. Guy spun him, and Dylan loses it. Here come the Rockets. Wide open underneath. No, they missed the wide open bucket. I'm not sure what the call is. I think they have it on Big Jack, but no shot.
No shot. They're going to call it on the floor on the rebound, Phil. Before he went up, Jack grabbed him on the arm.
That's his third, team's fourth. Team still has 2 to give. They don't want to do that too early. 50-47 in favor of the Norsemen. 3-point lead. Willie guarding up on high. Handoff. Dillon's on the point guard. DP, they drive right around him. Near steal by Willie, and they drive in, slip it by somehow, and it's a 1-point lead for the Norsemen. 50-49, 5:30 remaining in the game. Willie has it one-on-one. They clear out for Willie by himself. Willie has it, skip pass to Dillon. Dillon looking, controlled. Gets a screen from Evan.
Move.
Gives it off to Evan at 15 feet. Evan shot up. Rimming no. Evan missed that shot. He likes that 15-footer. Here come the Rockets. They drive, put their head down, go in, rebound Jack. They kind of force that shot. Willie has it, gives it off to Cameron. Cameron hasn't even had a shot attempt in the second half. Evan puts on the floor, gives it over to Cameron. Cameron should have shot it right away. Nice pass underneath. And they call the foul. Good pass by Cameron to get it into Evan, and Evan gets fouled. He'll be going to the line shooting 2.
Great ball movement by Newark there to find the open man. Passed up a couple of open shots to find the better shot underneath.
I still think Cameron needs to fire that 3.
Oh.
Near air ball, but not that he missed it. We got Schmitty in for Dillon. He missed the first one. Second one, rims, and goes in. Found the rim.
Made sure he wasn't going to miss that one, Phil.
Yeah, he almost overshot at 51-49. 4:50 remaining in the game. Norsemen on defense. They drive. Schmitty with nice defense. Rebound, tip out by Jack. Cameron comes down with it, gives it back to Jack.
Look up the floor.
We're in no hurry. 51-49, give it to Willie and let him do his work. Willie getting a high screen from Jack. Willie down to Jack. Jack skip pass to Cameron. Cameron wide open. He's got to pull the trigger. He's a little bit nervous, I think. Schmitty will pull the trigger if he needs to. Schmitty has it on the wing. Posting in Jack. Schmitty comes out with it. Loose ball. Skip pass to Cameron. Cameron
Shoot
from
it.
way downtown.
Yeah!
Bam! Now Cameron fires a 3.
Shoot the ball, Cam.
He's got 14, and the Norsemen have their biggest lead of 5. Norsemen on man-to-man. They have it on top. Willie nearly gets a steal. 3-point attempt. No good. Cameron comes down with the rebound, hands it off to Schmitty wisely. Cameron does not want to keep it in his hand unless he's firing away, and that's the only time we want it there, too. Schmitty gives it over to Cam for 3 from the corner. Oh, front iron.
Good
and
follow.
Schmitty fouls up. Gets a putback.
Timeout, Burlington-Central.
They have to call a timeout here. And all the Norseman fans are on their feet. 56-49, 3:42 left. Norsemen are celebrating their largest lead of 7 points. What was the largest lead for?
29-8. Burlington was up. So do the math
21
on that, Phil.
points, and now we are up 7. That's a 28-point turnaround by these crazy Newark Norsemen. Newark Norseman is a school of 185 students. Burlington-Central, I think, just under 1,100 students. I mean, these guys can play some basketball.
You can tell here in the second half, Phil, Burlington-Central is really struggling to find an answer here. They're a different ball team here in the second half. They're just, in the first half, they were confident. They were playing with poise. In the second half here, Newark really has Burlington on their heels here with 4 minutes to go. Jim's really starting to fill in before the championship game.
Wow. I can't believe that they stayed so poised. I know Cameron's hit 4 threes. That's been a big part of it, but it has been the hard work of every player getting in there, working to get every rebound, every loose ball. I mean, you go back to the Dylan Patrick dive to tip it off a guy. Here we go, 3:40 remaining in the game. Schmitty picking him up full court. Just token defense. They're in man-to-man. Newark's in man-to-man. Evan wisely staying inside the three-point line. Willie working down with them, working the ball as long as they can. We're switching on some of those. Oh, they got a nice screen to the corner for a 3. No good. Evan had the rebound and slipped out of his hands. Jack tips it out. No call. Drives in. Nice loop-de-loop, and they miss it, and Jack comes down with the rebound. And Newark retains possession, gives it to Evan, wide open for a layup. Great home run pass by Willie. And the Norsemen take a 9-point lead. They're in trouble. Rockets are in trouble. Oh, nearly double dribble. Norsemen still in man-to-man. Driving in. Walk, and they call it.
That's right.
2:55 remaining. The Rockets don't know what to do, and the coach has his hands in his pockets trying to think, what am I going to do here? They skip pass it into Evan. Evan to Schmitty. Schmitty over to Cameron. Cameron wisely brings it out. We're up 9. We don't need a quick shot. Jack has it. Skip pass to Willie. Dangerous pass. Willie drives, and he's tried to pick the pocket, and he'll be shooting 2. We're at the double bonus remaining in the game. We still have 2 fouls to give.
2 shots the rest of the ball game. Free throws are very important.
Willie, he's been perfect from the line, and Tom tells me not to say that, but
I was going to say.
But he hit the shot, didn't he? I don't believe in. Willie hit the first one, and now
timeout,
the Rockets
Burlington
will take a timeout.
Wow.
It's a 10-point lead. Willie's got 1 more shot. I didn't see the time, how much time there is. They have a timeout clock here, and so once the timeout is called and the ref points to the ref to start the clock, that's all we see, which for people like me who analyze the situation, I want to see how much time is left on the clock. I may have just looked up a minute ago, but I look up almost every 10 seconds. So I sometimes forget what was my last time I looked up there.
I think there's just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
Well, I appreciate the knowledge, Matt. I can't believe this. Newark was down 21. This has been a 31-point turnaround so far.
Can you believe that?
I can't believe it. Actually, I can, because
just remember, we were talking in the first half when we were down by 21 that we weren't out of it.
Nope.
We just needed to chip away.
That's
Cut
right.
that lead. Once we got it under double digits, then keep working away. Then we overtook the lead.
See, this is where I have people in the lane. We have 2 fouls to give still. It's 2:41 remaining in the game. I put Schmitty in there, but sometimes you don't do that because of defensive reasons, because Willie will get a rebound if it's a long rebound anyway, or he's going to make this anyway. And he did. He made 2 of 2. Norseman up 11.
I think Coach Tollefson's just confident that Willie's going to make the free throw.
That's what I like to hear. Willie's, near travel. He held it, though.
Wow.
Jack playing tough defense, a little double team action. Evan comes over, helps, and they call the blocking foul. And Coach Tollefson can't be happy with Evan, even though he was coming over on a hard effort. You don't want to commit the foul. You want that clock to keep moving, and you don't want them to get into the bonus. And that's Evan's 4th foul, 5th team foul. They'll be shooting 2 at the line. First one is up and good.
We need to keep Evan Schomer in the basketball game.
Yep. Second shot. It's 10-point lead for the Norsemen. Second shot by Fitzgerald's up and good. And substitution in for Fitzgerald. Norsemen are up 9. And we got a full court pressure. Norsemen have it. Give it off to Willie. Willie will take it up by himself. Poor pressure there. Willie has it. He's in the corner. Timeout wisely by Coach. He had 2 timeouts, and he called it before Willie had a turnover there. That was a good decision by Coach right there. And, in college, the coach can't call the timeout anymore.
That's right. They changed that rule. In high school, players are still young, still need a coach to be able to think for them sometimes on the floor.
Yeah, that's a nice progression, because we know in the NBA that the players call their timeouts. Most of the players are coaches. They're all thinking coach-wise. And that's what we have out there with Jack and Will, is we have coaches who are on the floor. They know the game inside and out. They know everybody's position. They know what play probably should be run. They know what defense should be played. They are students of the game, and I'll tell you what, I've been talking to my son Jacob, and that is the crucial part that you have to do, is you have to learn the game of basketball. You have to study it. You have to watch it. Here we go, 2:23 remaining. Norseman up 9. Norseman with the ball at half court. They'll be taking it out. They'll get it into Evan, backcourt. They give it over to Schmitty. Schmitty being guarded. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of token pressure. They give it into Cameron. And they foul Cameron. Cameron is 10 of 12 for the year, only 12 free throws. He's our best free throw shooter, but he only has 12 in him total.
Cameron's a pure shooter, and pure shooters usually do well at the free throw line.
Cameron set. First shot is up and perfect.
I was not a pure shooter.
Nor was I. Nor was I. You know what? Again, we talked about it earlier. My entire job was drive and dish it to Rocky, give it to Ed, throw it over to our three-point champion, Brian Hatteberg. Dylan Patrick getting set to check in. Second shot is off, and he missed it. Can't believe that. Norsemen have a 10-point lead. Dylan Patrick getting set to check in. We'll see if he still does. Long three by the Rockets. Good box out by Jack.
Oh,
and
no.
Cameron commits the foul. They'll be in the bonus after this, but they'll be shooting 2 free throws. You don't want to foul that. And that was the weak side man who came over. Jack had great job of boxing him out.
Someone forgot to pick up their man on that rebound.
First free throw's up and good. It's a 9-point lead. Dylan checking in, and he'll be getting Cameron Meyer. A little offense, defense, I'm guessing. But he was getting set to check in when Cameron was shooting free throws. First one was in. Second one is up and rims in. More substitutions wisely by the Rockets. Always want to substitute. You get the dead ball. You don't have to use a timeout. 2:06 remaining. Norsemen up 8.
They bring their big guy back in for defense.
Willie has it. They get it into him. Full court pressure. Willie under control. Gives it off to Jack. Wasn't over and back. Fans wanted it, but it wasn't. Good decision. They've got to probably foul. They give it out to Big Jack. Jack will have it. Over to Willie. Willie up at about half court. Back to Jack. Jack under control. And they foul Jack, and you don't want to foul Jack.
No,
Jack is probably our best free throw shooter, even though Cameron has the highest percentage. Jack goes to the line a lot of times. And Jack's another timeout. 30-second timeout by the Rockets.
Each team with 1 timeout left to go, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Big free throws by Jack here.
Yeah, Jack does have big free throws here. He's been under this pressure. He's been starting on the varsity since he was a freshman. So he's been under pressure a lot of times. Norseman with an 8-point lead. Jack at the free throw line. We've also got Evan Schomer in there, Willie, Dylan Patrick, and Schmitty. Very strong defensive group that's in there right now. 61-53, 1:48 remaining. Again, Big Jack at the line shooting 2. Both teams are in the bonus. The Norsemen are in the double bonus. No Norsemen go into the box. We've talked about that already.
Confidence.
Jack spotting up, ready. First shot is up and good. Jack has 15. Willie 14. Cameron 15. Evan Schomer 13. Are you kidding me? 4 guys, all in that 15-point range. Jack getting ready to add to his point totals and to get 16 here. We'll see. Jack's second shot is up and good. Free throws are huge. We got to make free throws. 63-53, 10-point lead, 1:45 remaining in the game. Schmitty D'ing up. Nice defense without fouling. Long 3-point attempt. Rebound. Evan with a man-child rebound. And then they foul Evan. Evan with a huge rebound there, Matt.
Yeah, Evan pulled it down, held onto it, didn't have anywhere to go. Had 3 Burlington-Central players on him. Somebody was going to foul there at some point.
And Evan immediately goes to the line to get patient and think about it. They miscalled it, the foul, and then they fix it. The referees fix it. Burlington, this is wise by the Rockets. There's a lot of movement. They're going on the line, off the line, on the line, off the line before Evan even shoots a free throw. Evan's first shot is up and good. Rimmed in on the backside, came to the front side, then the backside. He overshot it again, but it went in. 11-point lead for the Norsemen, 1:34 remaining. Second shot is up, and that's good as well. Free throws are crucial 65-53. Tom will be thinking that's our nemesis, but we know the wiser. Schomer, I don't know how he played defense that good. That was tremendous defense. Huge rebound by Big Jack.
Hold on
Jack
to the
has
ball.
it. Gives it off to Schmitty. Schmitty has it. Up to Evan. Evan out of bounds. We got a little carried away there.
Newark tried to rush the ball up the floor, Phil. What we've got to remember here is there's still a minute and 15 seconds to go. Take care of the ball. Take your time. Bring it up.
Yep, Norseman up 10. We don't want to foul. They'll go to line shooting one in the bonus, and the clock will stop. They're going to try to fire threes, I'm sure. Willie, good defense without fouling. Jack had the rebound, and then who comes up with it? Dylan Patrick, he dies on the floor. Evan dies on the floor, and Jack has it and loses it, and then they go for a wide-open layup.
Nobody wants the ball. There's 2 Norseman players laying on the baseline.
Willie has it. Skip pass over to Jack. Jack controlling it, waiting for them to foul him. Back out to Willie. 40 seconds left. Norseman fans are feeling it. They give it off to Schmitty. Back to Willie. Willie out to Jack. Norseman fans are getting up. 30 seconds left. They're up 10. And Burlington, it looks like the Rockets have conceded. Willie has it. Skip pass to Dylan. Dylan out to Jack. Jack holding the ball. Jack out to Schmitty. 15 seconds remaining. And then they foul Schmitty, and I'm not sure if the Rockets coach wanted that. But the Norsemen are up 10. Schmitty's going to the line. He'll add to his points. He has 5 so far. Kendall getting set to check in.
Newark's going to put some more hardware in the trophy case at NHS.
Caleb going to be checking in. Caleb Dearson. He's a junior. Schmitty's shot is up, and front iron no good. And Big Jack, I think, is going to come out. And Willie are going to come out. Caleb Dearson, Kendall Andrews come out, and Jack and Will, I would assume, all tournament team players.
Jack's been all tournament
2 years in a row
already, yes.
Schmitty with his second shot, and that's good, and that seals the deal. 11 points in 12 seconds. Norseman will not play any defense. We'll let him fire a long 3, and that's good.
A little blue smoke, Phil.
Yep, we used to call that blue smoke, and
way to go, Newark.
66-58. The Norsemen win by 8. Are you kidding me, Matthew?
Wow.
That is awesome.
I'm not going to call it good luck, Phil, but that was quite a comeback in my first game here at the broadcast.
Here's the trophy presentation. We'll go to the microphone, our camera mic. Wow, man. I know you guys can hear the fans out here.
Let's begin with the 4th place trophy presentation for the Central Rockets.
And Burlington-Central Rockets get 4th place, and they won the Sycamore tournament. I'll tell you what, Matt. Another 2, 3. Wow. And here are your new Norsemen.
Present the 3rd place trophy. We also have medallions. Each of the players, coaches.
Yeah, you know, they're seniors, and they want to hold it. Jack immediately puts on the. We'll go back to our mic here. Thank you to Connor Swanson for running our camera today. We appreciate it.
Great job.
Wow. Well, let's go over some of the stats, Matt. I mean, this is awesome, to say the least.
Who'd have thunk? 66-58. Newark takes 3rd place in the Plano Christmas Classic.
I'm going to take a picture from up here. You know, getting 3rd place at a tournament like this when you're a 1A team is pretty awesome. And there's Jim Likeness. You know Jim Likeness is going to be out there taking pictures. We don't know what he does with those pictures, but he's out there.
The rabbit.
We appreciate Jim Likeness. We've got WSBY to our left as well. We appreciate them. We appreciate Plano High School. They have done a phenomenal job. Oh, Mrs. Schomer sneaking out there, and she holds precedence because she is a senior's mom. Jim Likeness, he's got to get out of the picture now. He'll sneak in there. He came to our alumni game. He almost got killed, I think, 3 or 4 times.
That's right.
He was videotaping on the court while we were playing.
That's right.
Oh, and now the Norseman fans are asking him to turn around to get the cheer. Oh. Barry Jacobson trying to get his grandsons to pose for a picture, and they choose not to. I'll send it to Barry later on. Tom Ness, you would have loved to have been here.
That's right.
This was awesome, and now we've got a championship game here. But let's look over the stats, Matt, real quick for those guys at home. All right, we're going to get the camera set here. I zoomed all the way into Matt. All right, well, here we go here. We got the camera set. We appreciate Connor for his work. He's a great ball player, great athlete. We look forward to seeing more things from you, Connor. Great job, buddy. 16 points for Big Jack Clausel.
Wow.
He came out, showed why he's an all-tournament and most likely an all-stater playing against this big 3A team. He was 6 of 7 from the field. 6 of 7, shot 85.7%. He hit his only 3-point attempt. It was huge. He was 3 of 3 at the free throw line. The kid was a ton.
He was.
The kid was a ton. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Cameron Meyer, well, we know Cameron Meyer. You know, Tom, I know you're listening. You have said it 2 games in a row. We need Cameron. We need him to come through in order for our Newark to go to the next level. He came through tonight, Matt.
He sure did. Some huge 3-point shots, and that shows some real confidence, especially playing in a big game like this, Phil. What a great confidence builder for Cameron Meyer going into the second half of the season here after the Christmas break.
Yeah, he was 5 of 9 in field goals, but he was 4 of 6 from downtown, 66.7%. You know, I think he only shot 1 3-pointer. Did he only shoot 1 3-pointer in that second half?
1 3-pointer in the second half.
Wow. And he was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We couldn't believe he missed that free throw because we just expect that he's going to make it. He had 3 rebounds as well. Evan Schomer, again, some man-child plays, as Tom has dubbed him, a man-child. He had 15 points. He was 5 of 8 from the field. He 5 of 7 from 2-point land. 5 of 6 from the free throw line.
Wow.
He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist. He had a great game. And I think he's actually an all-tournament candidate as well.
I believe he's a great possibility for an all-tournament candidate.
Yeah, and then we have Willie Clausel. And if I had to identify, I know that Jack gets a lot of accolades, and Jack and Will are my cousins. Caleb Dearson's my cousin, so I have 3 cousins on the team. Dylan Patrick he's at our house all the time. We love Dylan like crazy, and so you don't necessarily want to talk about one guy more than the other. But Willie Clausel is so much the glue to this team. He is a all-state caliber at 1A, 2A, potentially 3A. I mean, to be a 6'4" point guard who can play every position, who doesn't get too rattled in any situation, it's just absolutely impressive what he continues to do. Listen to his stats. He had 14 points. Now, he was only 2 of 7 for the game. But get this. He was 10 of 10 from the charity stripe.
Yes.
I mean, that's awesome. 10 of 10 from the charity stripe. And get this. He had 9 assists.
That's right. That's big-time playing in a big-time game from an outstanding all-around player. And that's what Willie really is.
Yeah, he's an all-around player, can play any position. He had 9 assists, like I said. He had 2 steals, 3 blocked shots. He had 3 turnovers. And for a guy who has the ball in his hand a majority of time in a game like that, to only have 3 turnovers, it says tremendous things about him.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
And then Mitchell Schmidt comes in. He works, does so many things nice. He was 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from two-point land, 1 of 1. That big three-pointer on the corner there.
That's right.
He was 1 of 2 on his free throws just at the very end there. That those free throws didn't matter, but he still wanted to put them in. 3 rebounds, 1 of them an offensive rebound. He had 2 assists. He had 2 steals. That was a great game for Schmidt once again, especially with Stevie out of the game basically the entire time. In fact, Stevie had 1 rebound, 1 foul, and that's it for his category because Coach said, you know what, win or lose, we're going to not ruin Stevie's season because we want him to play this game.
That's right.
And that's wise of Coach Rick Tollison. And we talked about it earlier, and I know that who was it? It was Rick who actually said he is a hockey player in a basketball uniform, and he doesn't care. He gets a tooth knocked out or something, he'll just be right back in the game.
That's right.
So, and then Dylan Patrick. Now Dylan was 0 for 3 today. He took good shots, wide open shots. He missed them. He had a wide open 3. He missed that. He didn't have any other stats on there. He ended with 3 turnovers. A lot of pressure in there. But I remember it was that dive down there that deflected off a guy. We were up 4, maybe it was 3. And to me, that was part of the changeover in momentum. Yes, Cameron with those big shots. When Schmidt hit that 3, there was major belief.
Schmidt's charge down here on this
Schmidt's charge actually might have started
right.
that. And then it came right back with Dylan on that tip.
That's right.
That's how you build momentum. And Tom said last game, he goes, folks, youngsters, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, if you are willing to hustle and you're willing to work your keister off, diving, running, and being prepared to go in when your number's called, you will play.
That's right.
You look at Schmidt. Schmidt is not a basketball body, but he works his butt off all the time. He never stops.
He plays with all the heart that he has, and you're always going to be on the floor if you play with heart. Because in games like this, you need guys out there who are willing to do the unsung hero parts to win a basketball game.
That's right. As a team, we shot 20 for 37, 54%. That's awesome shooting in a game like this. We shot 6 of 10 from downtown.
Wow.
6 of 10. We haven't done that in a long time. 60%.
60% from three-point land is, I'll take those odds any night.
Well, and then following that up, we were 20 for 23 from the charity stripe, an 87% shooting performance.
Wow.
That's phenomenal. We only had 20 rebounds. We're averaging, I think, just slightly over 30. We had 13 assists. We had 4 steals, 3 block shots. All of those were from Willie. We had 14 turnovers. We always say if you get 12 or under, most likely you're going to win the ball game. We had 14 turnovers this time, and we still won the ball game.
That's right.
We had 8 of those turnovers in the first half, so that's 6 in the second half. Matt, we were down 21 points.
That's right.
What was the score?
29-8 it was at one point.
29-8, and we come back, and we win that game. Wow.
A classic Newark comeback.
We go 12-2 coming out of the Plano Christmas Classic. I was communicating with my former principal, and maybe he was your former principal, I don't know, Eldon Anderson.
He
way
wasn't
back
mine,
in the
but
day.
yes.
I was a 3rd grader when he was there. Mr. Uncle was my teacher, and he shared with me some communications that some of his old buddies have been having and stuff. And there was an email that went out from one of our Newark alumni, and it was to Max Press, and you know that website.
Oh yes.
And Max Press had a top 10 in the 1A, Class 1A. And this is just 2 days ago. And do you know what they had Newark as?
Would they have us seated?
Nothing. We weren't even seated. you want to know, and this is in the 1A, do you know what they had Indian Creek at?
Probably 8 or
Number
9.
10. They had Indian Creek at number 10. They had the Newark Norsemen not even on the list. Not that we care, but we do care because, again, I'm a stat guy. I like numbers. And it's just comical. Indian Creek lost to Streeter, I think by 3 earlier in the tournament. We played Streeter the next game. That was Indian Creek versus Streeter, the play-in game to see who was going to play us. We beat Streeter by 32 points.
That's right.
And we didn't play Jack and Will for a majority of that second half.
That's right.
I don't think that seeding has any bearing. January 2nd, the AP seedings come out.
That's right.
And I would assume that Newark's going to be pretty high up there if anyone's even looking this way. And if not, as Lori Claus or Will and Jack's mom says, let's keep flying under the radar. And I guess we're okay with that.
That's right.
So what a game, Matt, for your first game of color commentating. I don't even know what to say, but I'm so thankful that you came here. I'm so thankful to have shared the mic with you. What happens from this point forward for the Norsemen, you think? What are you looking at for the rest of the season for them?
This is a great momentum builder. Second half of the season is a lot of conference play. You've got the conference tournament coming up in February. And then we start postseason play is 8 weeks away.
Wow. Is it that? It is about that quick. It's the end of February.
So
unbelievable. We've got a whole bunch of conference games coming up. So we get to show our stuff to the Little 10. We already have played Leland Earlville. We played Hinckley Big Rock. We beat both of those teams by 40-plus points. We will have Indian Creek towards the end of the year. We have Serena. Maybe Serena's our last game. I'm not looking at the schedule right now. And then we have that Little 10 tournament over at Somonauk. Always a fun tournament to be in. Are they still playing for the gold ball?
Still playing for the gold ball over at Somonauk.
How many gold balls does Newark have at the high school?
There's quite a few gold balls in the trophy case.
I'll tell you what. If you were part of a team and you're listening to this broadcast, if you were part, even if you're listening to this after this game, after this evening, you're not listening to it live, you're watching the archive, jump on to NorsemanBasketball.com, go to the comment section, and just say, I was part of a team that won a gold ball in the Little 10 tournament. Let me know the year. Obviously, I need to know your name. And I'm going to announce all those names come the Little 10 tournament. Everyone who sends us an email, you just submit that. You go on to NorsemanBasketball.com, go to Contact Us, and there'll be a simple form. Just fill it out. Let me know. So that means your team is going to have to do it. Didn't you guys win it?
We
did
year?
not. You did not. Oh.
We did
I
not.
was setting you up for a
not.
positive thing.
We did not. We had a rough semifinal our senior year in the Little 10 tournament. Played for third place.
Okay. Well, we did. We won it. We that year Leland got second place in the conference, the regular season. We beat Leland that year. They had a couple real nice ball players, but we ended up beating them by 42 points. It was at home, and that was the second place team. Hinckley Big Rock had a real nice team that year. Tim Badal was a junior who was a friend of mine, and I know he's a friend of yours.
That's right.
And then Serena had a beautiful team with Perry Wydell was on that team. But Somonauk, I thought, was going to be the pick to click. They had a lot of people. They had Avens. They had Stahl. They had Grand George. They had a real nice ball club, and they were going to do great, but they kind of fell apart and ended up getting third or fourth place. But in the conference tournament, playing for the gold ball, it was us versus Hinckley Big Rock, and we ended up beating Hinckley Big Rock, I think, by 11 in the championship. And when you have people like Rocky Mitchell, Brian Hatterberg, Ed Lee, Chris Clausel, Chad Skelton, Todd Meyer coming off the bench, Yapahoya Flexen sneaking his way in. Who else was? Oh, Scott Reibel. Scott Reibel was a baller. Jason Carlson was on that team. I'm going to forget somebody I know. you always do.
That's right.
I said Jason Carlson. Eric Christian was on that team. He was
Yes.
injured a lot of the year with ankle injuries, which plagued him his entire career. But that was a fun time. But I can't tell you how thankful I am that you're here. We hope to get some emails from the gold ball request. We'll promote it a little bit more as well. But we're getting set here for a championship game. Dixon Dukes will take on the team that beat us, LaSalle Peru Cavaliers, and they're a legit team.
Yes, they are.
And really, both of these teams are legit. Dixon won it last year. What are you thinking?
This should be a fantastic ball game. I really look for this one to come down to the wire. Phil, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was trying to listen. Something happened. I think they were clapping for the athletic director here at Plano.
Could be, yes.
He had open heart surgery,
Yes,
I think,
he did.
a triple bypass maybe. He had a
Yes.
heart attack maybe on the 23rd, and then open heart on the 26th. So our prayers are with him, and we wish the greatest blessings on him. But we appreciate, Matt, you taking the time to come out. We're going to close off. This has just been an awesome victory for the
Great
Norsemen.
night.
Great job.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you so much. We'll sign off until next time. This is Phil Chapman with our color commentator, Matt Tuftoy. God bless.